Well, keeping kids safe on their way to and from school is something that every parent is concerned about, of course. And here to talk to us about school safety is Chief of Police for Detroit Public Schools, Chief Roderic. Chief, thanks for being with us.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here with you this morning.
Well, we have a studio full of kids. We're excited to head off to school for the very first time. But before we send them out the door, there are some universal safety messages. What are some things that parents and caregivers can do to make sure our kids are safe to and from school?
Absolutely. It's important that all of our parents and caregivers, as they send their young people out to school in the next couple of weeks, we only have 2 weeks to go, that they be mindful of exactly, one, what are their children carrying with them? Two, how are they dressed? Let's make sure our young people are dressed in a manner in which that they are illuminated, especially as we know the sunlight is going to be short, and kids will be going out to school early and maybe in the dark. So let's make sure that our kids are properly dressed. And then as they go out the door, let's make sure that as parents, we give them good instructions about make sure you're going straight to school. Don't talk to strangers. Walk in groups. You know, those types of things that our kids can be safe as they move forward to and from school each and every day.
Well, there is a new concept we've been hearing about. It's called a walking school bus. Can you explain that to us?
Absolutely, and we're very excited about the walking school bus and how it's starting to take off more and more here in the district. A walking school bus is simply a group of parents or adults in a particular neighborhood on a particular block that will come together and form teams. Kids on the block can meet at a particular meeting point, maybe the corner of the street, and a couple of parents from that block or the neighborhood get together with those kids and walk them to school.
Well, whether you're starting kindergarten for the very first time or your senior year in high school, if you are in fact taking a real school bus, there are some other things we need to know to stay safe. Starting at the bus stop itself, there's a time when kids are waiting around. What can they employ strategies to make sure they stay safe?
Sure. At the bus stops, let's make sure that we're at a bus stop that's well lit. We probably want to be at a bus stop where you're not there alone. You want to always try to walk to bus stops with students or whatnot, and just make sure that it's well lit and you pay very close attention to your surroundings.
Well, I wonder about kids that can be a positive influence at the school bus stop, on the bus itself, or even at school. Older kids who can kind of do some positive things to make the younger kids feel comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You know, as older kids, we always should look to mentor young kids. So you can set an example by the tone that you set, how you conduct yourself, and how you behave at the school, at the bus stop. Set that tone for our younger kids. And talk to the younger kids, engage them. You know, how are you doing in school today? And talk about some of the things that maybe you experienced as a young kid that may encourage them to continue on their path of education.
Well, let's talk about stranger danger for a minute. First of all, define for our younger kids and older kids exactly what a stranger is.
Yeah. Stranger danger. A stranger is someone that you're not familiar with, an unknown person in your life. So we always want to be very careful about someone that may approach us, walk up. They may seem friendly. Nevertheless, they're still someone that you do not know, and you want to be careful on how you deal with them.
What should we do if someone approaches us?
If someone approaches you, first of all, you always want to use that age-old strategy. Don't talk to strangers. We've always been taught that. But if someone approaches, if you cannot move away from them in a timely manner, I suggest look right in their eyes. Let them know that you know exactly what they look like and you're paying attention to them. If you have to engage in conversation, do not give out any of your personal information. Do not tell them where you're going, what school you attend, where you live, how old you are. None of that is important to them. So I suggest if you find yourself having to interact with them, very little information, but pay very close attention so that if you need to describe what that person look like, sound like, or what they're wearing, you are able to do so.
Lots of kids excited to head off to school, and once we get them to school safety, a couple of things to stay safe inside the building.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to this school year, and we're looking forward. I know the young people are excited about coming back to school. They're going to be excited from all the activities that they may have engaged in over the summer, and they're going to want to share that information, and that's great. School should be a positive experience for all kids. So stay safe. Let's stay away from acts of bullying. Let's stay away from fights, taunting. make school a positive influence for yourself. If you're aware of something like that, don't be afraid. Reach out to teacher, principal, security personnel in the building. Always inform someone of negative behavior that you may witness or be a victim of.
Chief Roderic Grimes from Detroit Public Schools, thank you for being with us in the Kids Club Ready for School celebration.